Clash of the Titans was directed by Desmond Davis and originally released in the summer of 1981. It is a sword and sorcery epic featuring an all-star cast including Harry Hamlin, Laurence Olivier, Burgess Meredith, Ursula Andress, and Maggie Smith. Borrowing from Greek mythology, the film tells the story of Perseus, who is the cherished mortal son of the god Zeus. Growing up peacefully on the island of Syrtis, he is suddenly transported to the land of Joppa by the sea goddess Thetis, who is angry at Zeus for his harsh treatment of her own son, Calibus. There he learns of the plight of Princess Andromeda, who is under the spell of Calibus and can't marry until the curse is lifted. Aided by weapons provided by the gods, as well as the flying horse Pegasus and the mechanical owl named Bubo, Perseus sets out on a quest to defeat Calibus and win the hand of Andromeda. Along the way, he must face a myriad of threats, including giant scorpions and the Gorgon Medusa, all of it leading to a final showdown with the massive sea monster known as the Kraken. This was the final film for effects wizard Ray Harryhausen, who retired from filmmaking shortly after its release. He also served as producer along with Charles H. Schneer. Harryhausen, of course, used the trademark technique of stop-motion animation to bring the various creatures to life, including Medusa, Calibus, Pegasus, the Kraken, and Bubo the mechanical owl. Over the years, many have speculated that Bubo was added to emulate R2-D2 from Star Wars and capitalize on that film's success. However, Harryhausen has claimed in interviews that Bubo was created before Star Wars was released. Columbia Pictures was originally set to distribute the film but dropped the project during pre-production, claiming it would be too expensive. The producers then went to Orion Pictures, who wanted Arnold Schwarzenegger to play the lead Perseus. Producers refused, feeling that the part required too much dialogue for the Austrian-born bodybuilder-turned-actor to handle. It then went to Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, who responded well to the material and agreed to finance it. The film was considered a success, grossing nearly $70 million worldwide. Roger Ebert gave it 3.5 out of 4 stars, saying, quote, "It was a grand and glorious romantic adventure filled with brave heroes, beautiful heroines, fearsome monsters, and awe-inspiring duels to the death." I can recall seeing this movie in the theater when it first came out. I was 5 years old in the summer of 1981, and though this wasn't my first memory of seeing a film on the big screen, it is one of the first. Most of the plot points regarding the gods and their internal conflicts were a bit over my head at that age, but I can remember marveling at the special effects and the general grandeur and spectacle on screen. All of the various monsters and Harryhausen's use of stop-motion animation certainly made an impression on me, and I think it's a big reason why I greatly enjoy this style of filmmaking in films from this era. To me, this movie stands out as a perfect example of early 80s swashbuckling adventure. The pacing is on point. At nearly 2 hours long, nothing about it feels bloated or lagging in any way. Every scene has a purpose and does something to move the story along. It's no secret that I'm a fan of Ray Harryhausen's stop-motion animation work. I've covered many of his films on this channel. His creature effects induce a sense of fantasy and charm that are unique for their time. This is the only film he ever worked on that I was around for and have memories of seeing in the theater. I will always appreciate it for that. Watching it now after so many years, I still find it quite entertaining. The characters, effects, plot, and pacing all work to create a fun fantasy adventure that still holds up to this day. If you haven't seen Clash of the Titans in a while, it's currently available on HBO Max. I highly recommend it. What are your thoughts on Clash of the Titans? Where did you first see it? Does it still hold up today? What other classic adventure films would you like me to discuss? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch. I really appreciate it. And until the next time, have a good one.